German submarine U-256. German submarine U-256 was a Type VIIC U-boat of Nazi Germany's Kriegsmarine during World War II. She also served for a short time as an anti-aircraft submarine under the designation U-flak II. During her career, U-256 completed 5 wartime patrols and sank 1 warship of 1,300 tons. The submarine was laid down on 15 February 1941 at the Bremer Vulkan yard at Bremen-Vegesack as yard number 21. She was launched on 28 October and commissioned on 18 December under the command of Oberleutnant See Odo Loewe. U-256 was assigned to the 8th U-Boat Flotilla for training, then transferred to the 9th U-Boat Flotilla for operational service. Design. German Type VIIC submarines were preceded by the shorter Type VIIC submarines. U-256 had a displacement of 769 tons, 757 long tons when at the surface, and 871 tons, 857 long tons while submerged. She had a total length of 67. 10 m 220 ft2 in, a pressure hull length of 50. 50 m 165 ft8 in, a beam of 6. 20 m 20 ft4 in, a height of 9. 60 m 31 ft6 in, and a draft of 4. 74 m 15 ft7 in. The submarine was powered by 2 Germania-Werft F-46 4-stroke. She had 2 shafts and 2 1.23 m4 ft propellers. The boat was capable of operating at depths of up to 230 meters, 750 ft. The submarine had a maximum surface speed of 17.7 knots 32. 8 km/h 4 mph and a maximum submerged speed of 7.6 knots 14. 1 km/h 7 mph. When submerged, the boat could operate for 80 nautical miles 150 km, 92 mi at 4 knots 7.4 km/h 4.6 mph. When surfaced, she could travel 8,500 nautical miles 15,700 km, 9,800 mi at 10 knots 19 km/h 12 mph. U-256 was fitted with 553 cm21 in torpedo tubes, 4 fitted at the bow and 1 at the stern, 14 torpedoes, 1 8 cm3, 46 in SKC/35 naval gun, 220 rounds, and 2 twin 2 cm0, 79 in C/30 anti-aircraft guns. The boat had a complement of between 44 and 60. Service history. First patrol. U-256's first patrol began on 28 July 1942 during her transfer from Kiel, Germany to the 9. Unterseeboots Flotilla at Brest in occupied France. During the patrol, U-256 unsuccessfully pursued convoy C-94, and early on 25 August was detected by the radar of the Norwegian Flower-class corvette HNO MS Eglantine astern of convoy on 122. The U-boat crash-dived when illuminated by star shells. The corvette attacked with depth charges. The boat eventually made her escape when the corvette was obliged to return to convoy protection duties, but the submarine was damaged enough to have to abort the patrol. On the return journey, on the morning of 2 September, the U-boat was attacked by a British Whitley bomber of No. 77 Squadron RAF in the Bay of Biscay. The aircraft strafed and dropped several bombs, but the U-boat's flak hit the aircraft and it crashed into the sea. U-256 limped into Lorient the next day. Due to the extensive damage from the 2 attacks, she was withdrawn from service in November 1942. Second patrol. During an overhaul which included extensive repairs, U-256 was converted to a flatboat in May 1943. One of just 4 U-boats so modified, she was given an increased complement of anti-aircraft guns to give her and other German submarines a better chance of fighting off enemy aircraft. U-256 was recommissioned as U-flak II on 16 August 1943. The boat's second wartime patrol started on 4 October under the command of Oberleutnant C.S. Wilhelm Brawl. Her mission was to rendezvous with and protect U-488, a milk cow or resupply U-boat. Such submarines could resupply multiple U-boats at sea, and were consequently the prime target of Allied aircraft trying to disrupt U-boat activities. On 8 October, the outbound boat was attacked by a Lee light-equipped British Wellington bomber of No. 612 Squadron RAF in the Bay of Biscay. U-256 was not damaged by the 6 depth charges that straddled her and escaped by crash diving. U-256's return fire had hit the starboard elevator and rear turret of the aircraft, but it returned safely to base. U-flak II was caught on the surface by the American destroyer USS Bory on 31 October. The U-boat escaped, but with minor depth charge damage. On 16 November, the inbound boat encountered a Halifax Mk. Roman II aircraft of No. 502 Squadron RAF in the Bay of Biscay. The aircraft was damaged by flak and turned away. When the Halifax returned to the area, the U-boat had already escaped by crash diving. U-flak II returned to her base at Brest on 17 November. The flak conversion was not considered a success. U-flak II was converted back to her original configuration in the winter of 1943/44 and renamed U-256. Third Patrol. U-256's third patrol started on 25 January 1944. She steamed west and southwest of Ireland and on 20 February damaged the anti-submarine sloop HMS Woodpecker, which later sank while under tow. On 19 March, inbound in the Bay of Biscay, the U-boat was strafed by a Lee light-equipped British Liberator of 224 Squadron. The Germans observed hits from their 20 mm and 37 mm AA guns before the aircraft dropped 6 depth charges and then crashed into the sea 500 meters away. The boat was not damaged in the attack and returned to Brest on the 22nd. Fourth Patrol. U-256 sailed from Brest on 6 June 1944 D-Day, but was seriously damaged when attacked by another Liberator, also of 224 Squadron the next day, and returned to Brest on the 8th. Fifth Patrol. On 4 September 1944, under the command of Korvettenkapitän Heinrich Lehmann Willenbrock, U-256 became the last U-boat to leave Brest before the port was captured by the Allies. The transit from Brest to Bergen in Norway would be U-256's last patrol. She reached her destination on 17 October and was decommissioned there on 23 October. Wolfpacks. U-256 took part in 5 Wolfpacks, namely Steinbrink 7-11 August 1942, Lowe's 11-25 August 1942, Igel 2-3-17 February 1944, High 1-17-22 February 1944, Priusen 22 February 13 March 1944. Summary of raiding history.